A beautiful morning to you and thanks for joining us on the show. This is Rapid Dawn. Yes, we continue with sport. I am Ijoma Victor. Now, it was an interesting weekend, especially in Lagos, where the 2026 Access Bank Lagos City Marathon was the talk of the weekend as Kenyan runners Ezra Kipchumba Kering on Saturday breasted the tape in a time of 2 hours 11 minutes and 55 seconds to emerge winners of the 2026 Access Bank Lagos City Marathon and to claim the $50,000 prize money. The 40-year-old Kering, a gold medalist at the 2025 Borobudur Marathon in Indonesia, ran a time of 2 hours 17 minutes and 27 seconds, improved on his previous timing by 6 seconds. Another twist was added in the men's category as Uganda runners displaced the East African rivals for the final time, probably the first time in the history of the race. Now they finished in second and third positions, sport that had previously been dominated by athletes from Kenya and Ethiopia. Uganda's Lomoy Samuel clocked a time of 2 hours, 11 minutes and 59 seconds to win the second place, while his compatriot Namutala Lumbasi finished with a time of 2 hours, 12 minutes and 25 seconds in the men's category to earn $40,000 and $30,000 respectively. Now in the women's category, Ethiopia's Dinke Meleka breasted the tape in a time of 2 hours, 37 minutes and 36 seconds to emerge champions for the second time in her career, having previously won the Salem Cape Town Marathon in 2022 with a time of 2 hours, 24 minutes and 04 seconds. Kenya Cheyech Daniel finished second with a time of 2 hours, 37 minutes and 43 seconds, while another Ethiopian, Zoedalem Gweta, finished third with a time of 22 hours, 38 minutes and 59 seconds. Let's take the award ceremony for both the male and the female athletes.
Now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Make some noise.
Yes, sir.
For the champion.
Come on now.
All the way from Ethiopia.
Come on now.
Beat number 35.
Come on now.
Dinke Meseret Dinke.
She has done
She
it
finished the
before.
race in 2 hours, 37 minutes and 36 seconds.
Congratulations to our worthy winners
for the champion.
At this rate, we'll give her a Yoruba name because she has won before and she has won again. Congratulations, Dinke, a worthy champion. New road, new champion. That's how it is at the Lagos City Marathon powered by the Access Bank.
Thank you. Thank you, DJ Johnson. Now to present that medal and check to our first position female runner, I would like to bring to the podium the Vice President of World Athletics, Adele Sumariwala. Please step forward, sir. And of course, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, the man of the moment, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat. Make some noise.
Razor, 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 razor.
Dinke Meseret Dinke is walking away with a whooping sum of $50,000.
These are your champions. These are your lady winners.
Of course, the man who is walking away with the grandest of prizes.
Lo grand.
The grandest of prizes.
Lo primero uno.
The man who came all the way from Kenya.
Capo di capo.
Big number 14.
Big 14.
Ezra Kipchumba Kering.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In record time, 2 hours, 11 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yes, indeed. This has been the process since 2020 when we had 2 hours 10 minutes. This has been the process to breaking the record. And thanks to this Kenyan, he might even break it should he come back next time. Congratulations to the Eastern Powerhouse from Africa.
Thank you. And of course, to do justice to the medal presentation, I would like to bring to the podium once again the chairman of the National Sport Commission, Mr. Shehu Diko.
This is what you get when you run the 42-kilometer elite.
Ezra is going on with a sum of $50,000.
Well, you can do the mathematics yourself. $50,000 to the winner, both male and female category. Now, let's come back home when it comes to long-distance races. If you want to get them in Nigeria, go to +2 State, go to Bauchi State, go to Kaduna State. With those hilly terrains, you'll find athletes that will run this kind of race. 42 kilometers under 2 hours, or probably under 3 hours, because you have about 2 hours plus about 30 something minutes. So under 3 hours, they were able to run this event. Now, this is the 11th time this is going down in Lagos. So when you mention the Boston Marathon, you mention the New York Marathon and other marathons across the globe, now you now put together the Lagos City Marathon. Okay, away from athletics, we head straight to football, under 20, and our stop will be in Senegal. Yes, where 2-time FIFA World Cup silver medalists, the Super Falcons, or probably the Falconets of Nigeria, have reached the final round of the African qualifications for this year's global tournament, following a 2-1 defeat of Senegal in Diamandio on Saturday evening. Now, goals from Kindness, Ifeanyi, and Precious Oscar and Nigeria a 3-1 aggregate win, sending them to the final round of the series, where they will clash with under 20 girls of Malawi. The Falconets' first goal at the Annex Stade Abdoulaye Wade arrived in the 19th minute when Ifeanyi added the ball into the home team's net off a corner kick. Now, it was similar to her goal at the MKO Abiola Sports Complex in Abeokuta a week ago, when she powered home the header of a corner kick by defender Tumuninu Additional. Oscar imitated her teammates well in the second half when she also scored from a corner kick delivered by the same Additional in the 69th minute to double Nigeria's lead. The Senegalese pulled a goal back through Sokna NT Penne in the 76th minute, but it was more a consolation for the Falconets, who had made sure of the ticket in the final round with a dominant display. Ifeanyi had scored the only goal in the first leg in Abeokuta, giving Nigeria a crucial advantage heading into a return fixtures. Malawi edged out Guinea-Bissau in their fixtures and will now face the Falconets in the final round of the series in May, with Africa to present 4 teams at the final tournament scheduled for Poland in September, especially 2026. Now, looking at the final, the Falconets, they've gotten to the final twice. Yes, they are silver medals twice at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. And the only team that defeated Nigeria is the German team in both finals. The first final and the second final, it is the German team. Tall, huge, you will see them. But when it comes to the Falconets, yes, we try to get our own at that age of under 20. But let's see how it pans out for Moses Aduku's girls as they prepare for the final leg in May, and then we qualify for the World Cup that we go down in Poland. Still talking football, and we come back home, and our stop will be at the home, probably home away from home from Remo Stars. Yes, as they fight to preserve their Nigerian Premier Football League status, suffered another setback as they were held to a 1-0 draw by Abia Warriors in Akure. Playing at a yet temporary home, the defending champions showed urgency from the outset, but were unable to convert early dominance into goals. Victor Mbauma was heavily involved in the opening exchange, drawing a foul after racing onto a through ball and later going closer alongside Alex Onyewo as Remo Stars pressed for an opener. Now it was Kevin Albert also tested the visitors' resolve before being replaced by Samson Olasupo before the break, with halftime ending goalless despite Remo's attacking intent. Abia Warriors, who arrived in Akure seeking to halt their own winless run, emerged sharper after the restart. Now the pressure took told in the 54th minute when former MPFL top scorer Chukwuemeka Obioma broke the deadlock, finishing clinical to silence the home supporters. With 12 matches remaining, Remo Stars' prospect appears increasingly fragile, particularly as 8 of those fixtures will be played away from their traditional Ikene ground due to a stadium ban. Meanwhile, Abia Warriors strengthened their hold on the top 5 position as they continue to pursue continental qualification with 40 points from 26 games. League leaders Ikorodu City secured a crucial away win against Eyimba in Aba to maintain their lead in the MPFL, while Shooting Stars of Ibadan strengthened their push for a continental place with a commanding 4-2 victory over Warri Wolves. At the Eyimba International Stadium, Ikorodu City demonstrated their resilience and has defined their season. Joseph Arumala's 29th-minute strike proved decisive as the visitors absorbed pressure to secure all 3 points. Now the victory moves Ikorodu City to 44 points from 26 matches, keeping them at the summit and widening the gap to Rivers United, who dropped to 3rd after being overtaken by Rangers International of Enugu. Enugu's 2-0 win over Wiki Tories, courtesy of a first-half goal from Wisdom Ibirin and Godwin Obaje, lifted them to 43 points and intensified the pressure at the top. Rivers, on 41 points, still holds 5 games in hand following the conclusion of their disappointing CAF Champions League campaign and not adding much pressure to their title ambition. In Abeokuta, Shooting Stars recovered swiftly from an early setback to produce one of their most complete attacking display of the season. Wolves struck first through Peter Ita inside 7 minutes, but the response was immediate as Sadiq Ibrahim equalized 4 minutes later to settle a Navy. Now the Oluyole Warriors gradually asserted control through the sharper movement and cohesion in midfield. Now the win takes Shooting Stars to 38 points from 25 matches, leaving them 3 points shy of the CAF Confederations Cup spot with a game in hand. Elsewhere, Katsina United edged Nasarawa United 1-0 through a late Boboka's Marcellus strike, while Kwara United were held to a 1-0 draw by Kano Pillars after surrendering an early lead. El Kaneme Warriors secured a narrow 1-0 victory over Plateau United, and Bayelsa United shared a stalemate with Bendel Insurance. Now, giving a rundown of the result as it is on your screen. Yes, mouth-watering result. Bayelsa United and Bendel Insurance goalless draw. Ikorodu City on the road to Aba, beating them even with their new coach 1-0. On the road, if you get maximum points, kudos to you in the MPFL. Meanwhile, Katsina United pipped Nasarawa United by a single goal. Kwara United and the Kano Pillars settled for a 1-0 draw. The Rangers International 2-0 better than Wiki Tories, and it was a 1-0 draw between Remo Stars and Abia Warriors. Shooting Stars ran riot against Warri Wolves 4-2. El Kaneme Warriors pipped Plateau United by a single goal, while Barao FC pipped Kun Khalifa by a single goal. And to England, Arsenal powered into the FA Cup 5th round for the first time in 6 years as the quadruple chaser crushed Wigan Athletic, probably crushed Wigan Athletic 4-0 on Sunday. Now, Mikel Arteta's side routed the 3-tier strugglers with 4 goals in the first 27 minutes of the fourth round tie at the Emirates Stadium. Now the Gunners are back in the last 16 for the first time since they won the FA Cup back 6 years ago, a success that remained the only trophy for Arteta's reign, holding a 4-point lead at the top of the Premier League through the League Cup final against Manchester City and into the Champions League last 16. Arsenal could end their silverware drought with a remarkable quadruple this season. Now, Arsenal's latest FA Cup clash with Wigan lacked the drama of their previous one in the 2014 semi-finals win, featuring a penalty shootout goal from then Gunners captain Mikel Arteta. Now, despite the late reshuffle, it took just 11 minutes for Arsenal to go in front. Arteta gave Eberechi Eze another start despite holding the England's midfielder off at halftime after his latest disappointing display in Thursday's 1-0 draw at Brentford. Now, Eze repaid Arteta's fate, cleverly turning into space for a super pass that Madueke, who raced into the Wigan area and finished with aplomb. Now he guided a pinpoint pass to Martinelli, and the Brazilian struck a cool finish into the far corner from 12 yards. Arsenal's third goal arrived in the 23rd minute when Wigan defender Hunt headed Saka's cross into his own net. Arteta's men showed no mercy as Christian Nograd pass sent Gabriel Jesus through for a delicate chip over Wigan's goalkeeper Sam Tickle in the 27th minute. 5 more teams booked their place in the 5th round of the FA Cup following Sunday's tie. Now, Leeds United needed penalties to see off Birmingham City. The game ended 1-1 and 120 minutes with Lucas Nemechia opener cancelled out in the 89th minute by Patrick Robert. Now, Wolves edged a 1-0 victory at Grimsby Town thanks to Santiago Buono's 60th minute goal. Sunderland beat Oxford City 1-0, while Fulham defeated Stoke City 2-1. Now, in the last game of the day, Arsenal trashed Wigan Athletic 4-0. Well, this is where we draw the curtains on the show this morning. Time is already fast spent, but let's also tell you that it is Judgment Day. Yes, Judgment Day, where FIFA will rule. Yes, the ruling, we don't know if it's going to be in favor of DR Congo or probably in favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, because last December 15, NFF submitted a report, talking about the players that were not eligible to play for DR Congo. And ever since then, FIFA has been studying the document, more revelations still coming up, and today is the Judgment Day. Now, the big question on everyone's lips, will Nigeria be going to the playoffs in the month of March? Or will it be DR Congo finally confirmed as a team, that one of the team that will represent Africa in the intercontinental playoffs? Well, hopefully, maybe it will be out by then in the evening. We'll now discuss that. Well, the morning show still continues with Mata and Victor Ake, especially at the top of the hour of 9. I am Ijoma Victor. Do you have yourself a blessed week ahead? Good morning.